Hi! In this video we're going to see how can we use modules in order to define different code in separated files. In this case, let's suppose that we have a file called functions.py in which there is defined this function. In this case, I'm going to use the Visual Studio Code ID instead of Google Colab, since I want to define several files that can be called from one to other. So this function could be used in the same file, but I want to use this function in a separated file, let's say main.py. So in this case, we want here to call this function. This function is named as divisible 2 and 3 and receive some parameter n and returns some value. So in this case, in order to call the function, we must put here the name of the function, the input parameter, and the result is taken in a variable. So if we want to run this, we'll obtain some error since we don't have any function called divisible 2 and 3 here in this file. So when running this, we'll obtain some error that says that this function is not defined here. That's correct, since the function is defined in a separated file. So we want to import this file here. In order to import the file, we must use the keyword import, the name of the file, functions, without the py, and here inside we can use the name of the imported file, in this case functions, dot divisible 2 and 3. So in this case, if we run here the code, we'll obtain a correct result, since the function now is imported here. This syntax refers the same as if we put this code here in this line. So you may think that this is the same, substituting this by everything here. But take into account that using this syntax, you need to put the name of the imported module, dot, and the name of the function. In addition, we can use another functionality that says, well, import function as some alias, for example f. So instead of writing the complete name of the module, we can write the alias, in this case f. So this will provide the same result. And finally, there's another syntax that sometimes can be useful. Instead of writing import functions or something like that, we write from the name of the module, in this case function, import the name of the functions that you want to import, in this case divisible 2 and 3. So this syntax refers to importing some specific function from some file, some module. So in this case, it's not needed anymore to write the name of the module here when calling the function. So this will provide the same. And finally, if we'll have several functions, for example, let's say that we have another function here that calculates the same for 2 and 5. We have this function, so we can write here import asterisk in order to import everything from here. So we can write this syntax and use the function 2 and 3, but also the function 2 and 5. So these are different forms of using modules. So take into account that a module refers to defining some functionalities in a separated file and calling these functionalities from different files. So you have here several ways to define the import of the functions that you want to use. Thanks for watching.